My friends, you're not going to believe the amount of insanity that we're going to be talking about today with Rosie O'Donnell, who has so clearly gone off the deep end into pure craziness with her TDS that now she is apparently a virgin nun who is about to have her virginity taken by another woman. And of course, she is getting completely destroyed by the internet for this today. And yes, of course, Rosie O'Donnell manages to tie all of this back to Trump once again, because of course she does, because she is suffering from TDS worse than pretty much anybody else out there in Hollywood today. This whole story is absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what is going on. By the way, there's Rosie O'Donnell in bed as a virgin nun. Talk about a jump scare there, guys. So Rosie O'Donnell plays nun named Mary, losing her virginity to a woman in Spice and the City spinoff. So social media users reacted negatively to the "and just like that" storyline. People are very, very angry at Rosie O'Donnell for what she is doing here today. And like I said, Rosie O'Donnell, being Rosie O'Donnell, somehow manages to play the victim and tie all this back to Trump. It's absolutely hilarious. The drama of this entire thing is crazy. So the Spice in the City spin-off Max series, and just like that, it's getting some negative reactions from a storyline it added featuring Rosie O'Donnell playing a nun named Mary who loses her virginity. Oh my gosh, bro. I cannot believe this is real. This is Rosie O'Donnell that we're talking about here. Rosie frickin' O'Donnell, guys. Rosie O'Donnell! Can you imagine tuning into the show and then seeing Rosie O'Donnell? The episode Outlook Good, which premiered on Thursday, included the story of Miranda meeting a tourist named Mary, who's played by Rosie O'Donnell, at a not straight bar in New York City. The woman decided to head to Mary's hotel room to engage in spicy activities. Bro, oh my gosh. I would literally want to like gouge my eyeballs out after watching something like that. Bro, there's no way. I've never experienced anything like that, Mary said. Oh, you are really, really something. It felt so, I don't know, electric, and yet still so natural. Which, of course, just absolutely insane anti-God propaganda there. I never dreamed my first time could be both those things. First time. So then this was your first time with a woman? Bro, this feels like a corn parody, bro. So you deflowered the Virgin Mary, Carrie joked. Bro, this... Oh my gosh, and just like that, returns with at least 2 Rosie O'Donnell jump scares. And as you can see, yes, that is exactly what is happening. And let's just say that Rosie O'Donnell is getting completely obliterated by the internet for this today. Can I watch just one episode of "And Just Like That" without all the hard leftist BS, please? I'm fine with all of the alphabet community stuff, honestly, which I am not, honestly. But Rosie O'Donnell and the Believe Women comments, shut the F up. I just want my old Spice in the City back without all the propaganda. Apparently, little does that person know that all of that goes hand in hand. But, of course, Rosie O'Donnell is not happy about all of this backlash, and she has also decided to make more comments about how bad Trump is in light of all of this. So Rosie O'Donnell will return to U.S. when Trump's White House is finished and hopefully held accountable for their crimes. So she did an interview with Variety. The interviewer asked the former daytime talk show host,
I was delighted to see you pop up on Hacks recently as well, playing yourself.
Apparently Rosie O'Donnell is really trying to just make herself, her presence known once again out there, which is hilarious because she is literally trying to stop herself from getting work by not wanting to come back to the US. O'Donnell responded by saying other projects have been in the pipeline, however, the current occupant of the White House puts her off. I don't know. With the current political climate, when would it be safe to come back with my child, who's like a non-binary person or something? I don't know. Something like that. I'm not going to push it before this administration is completely finished and hopefully held accountable for their crimes. So yeah, she's over in Ireland right now. She's trying to stay out of the United States, which is pretty interesting. And there she is, hanging out with Diddy as well, back in the day. So, you know, just keep that in mind. They kind of give perhaps some interesting context to everything that is going on with Rosie O'Donnell. But with that being said, let me know what you think about all this pure insanity. She is absolutely getting completely obliterated by the internet today for her continual nonsense, and rightfully so. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.